Did you see the Tucker Carlson Rogan?
So weird using mainstream people on all sides to bring out the crazy conspiracies from all the forums from years ago.
Any man that's healthy and willing to fight gets taken away.
You have to do this so the people don't live too long and become a problem.
Mossad hasn't gotten to touching up the notes on this one yet.
What are they saying?
All eyes on me.
yeah. Man, look at this Charles.
What are we doing?
Called A Niger. The inserted gene starts.
Yeah, that's what I want to name it. It's my project. Hey, George, you want to drive a new car that's going to come out in 40 years? He's like, I love speed.
It's fast.
Did you see the Tucker Carlson Rogan stuff?
Didn't watch it.
Talking about conspiracies from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago and now doing it mainstream just like everybody.
Yeah, there were ambulance portals. Did you hear about that one? Alien ambulance portals.
This is weird and new from Google.
I've seen that, Chris. It
Make
looks
portals?
like the results below are changing quickly. If this topic is new, it can sometimes take time for reliable sources to publish information.
Oh, 2 days ago. That's
So
pretty new.
Mossad hasn't gotten to touching up the notes on this one yet. So
It's just Tucker Carlson Rogan highlights.
be careful what you read on this one.
I'm busy.
Isn't it crazy?
I went away last weekend to the beach.
So weird using mainstream people on all sides to bring out the crazy conspiracies from all the forums from years ago. Like, it's so bizarre.
Well, they were talking about portal. So aliens are fake. Is that how you guys?
Everyone knows that. It's deemed interdimensional beings. Yeah. I'm sure that's what he said.
I'm with you.
Oh, sure.
But I think they were talking about like that like if something happened, like alien stubs his toe during a mission, there's like ambulance portals that are like, oh shit, John stubbed his toe.
Yeah.
And they're like,
You gotta go pick him up.
oh shit. He's like, oh, my foot. It's broken, dude. I got ice on it. It's an alien. he's got ice on it.
What are they saying? I mean, I've heard the shit like, they set off nuclear bombs
Darn, kill them.
or when like atrocity happens, it opens up portals and that there's some sort of energy harvesting. I've heard that stuff, like opening up portals, and there's portals open during planetary hours and during, eclipses and such. But I've never heard about the ambulances and the injured aliens. So what the? Those guys buzzed or something?
Portals opening up during eclipses would be really funny because you'd have to assume that the storyline is all the eyes in the sky give power.
Yeah, the stars and the planet. Yeah.
Like everybody looking up at this thing with glasses on, and that gives power. That's really gay. Like it seems like very like this. All eyes on me.
yeah.
No, that doesn't.
Spying on you.
I got the power of your eyeballs.
It's pretty silly.
It is the one eye thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like twirly New York.
It's like like peekaboo. Yeah. It's like the who was the monster? Michael Alig.
Yeah.
The Club Kids.
It's a Club Kid thing. Like
Yeah.
he wrote it. He's like, then they should all look in the sky. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Hell yeah.
Bow, 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 bow.
I remember that. People were watching it in my
Look
house.
at
Like, okay,
Geraldo.
Whoa.
Sprinting up the steps.
Hell yeah, you ready?
Hello. Look at these people in this audience, how healthy they look.
Big crowd.
Wow.
Whoa! Speed lately.
Where they'll be
These
going.
poor guys, man. Look at this Charles.
What they'll be doing. Moms and pops, do you recognize your child in this studio crowd?
Now it's cheese time.
Oh, this is incredible. I
There we
promise.
go.
Is this going to make me sick?
Pfizer took fermentation-produced rennet known as FPC to market in 1990 as the first genetically engineered food approved for human consumption. Pfizer sold their rennet assets to the Danish biosciences company Christian Hansen in 1996. Christian Hansen still uses a nearly identical process to produce their FPC as Pfizer and sells it under the patented name Chimax. According to their FDA notice letter, Christian Hansen inserts genes from a cow and camel into a genetically modified black mold called A. Niger. The inserted gene starts the production of chymosin in the A. Niger microbes, which are then fermented and purified. Since the genetically modified microbes are removed from the final product, the rennet is not considered a GMO product itself. Just like Pfizer, Christian Hansen received generally recognized as safe status to start selling their FPC rennet.
Sounds like a demon
That status
thing.
allows food and chemical companies like Christian Hansen to submit their own products as generally recognized as safe for their intended use to avoid the FDA's
Demon
pre-market
loopholes.
review and safety testing. Christian Hansen recently merged with the biotech and biopharmaceutical company Novozymes to produce Novonesis. From what I can
What do
find,
those
they are
names
the main
mean?
producer of FPC
Nobo?
rennet, which as
Probably
a whole
nothing.
is used to make around 90% of American cheese. Their Chimax rennet contains 0.5 to 1% sodium benzoate as a preservative and also caramel color. When the FPC rennet is used, the label would most likely say vegetable rennet. This is confusing to customers because when you see vegetable rennet on an ingredient list, you assume it's naturally made from vegetables. You probably wouldn't suspect that it's made from fermented and purified GMO black mold with a cow gene. There are other kinds of real vegetable rennet made from artichokes, dried caper leaves, fig juice, ground ivy, nettles, or thistle, but these are rarely used because of supposed bitter aftertaste. So when you see cheese companies like Tillamook, who commented on my last video saying their rennet is not considered genetically engineered and is not made by a pharmaceutical company, they are telling a half-truth. Like I said in my previous video, the input ingredient is genetically modified, but the end product in the cheese is not. And while Christian Hansen is not a pharmaceutical company, they are a biosciences company that just merged with a biotech and biopharmaceutical company. So why is FPC rennet used? Well, the two big reasons are that animal rennet is more costly and there's societal stigmas surrounding calf rennet, despite the fact that it's a byproduct of the veal industry. So on one hand, you would think there's no way that this can be healthy, while on the other you would think, well, the GMO microbes are not even in the final product, so how is this cheese any different? The simple answer is we don't know for sure and need more testing and research to be 100% certain. With that being said, the genetically modified black mold microbes are removed during purification and only small amounts of chymosin is used to make the cheese. Your decision on whether or not you feel comfortable eating cheese made with FPC rennet is totally up to you. Our health agencies tend to side with chemical and food companies, while I tend to be on the side of caution.
I like the name of the
nice.
mold.
I just
Yeah.
packed a cheese sandwich today. What the?
Does it Tillamook?
You get poisoned no matter where you go. Or maybe it's good for you.
What are we gonna name this rennet?
It was great for you.
A Niger.
A Niger. What? You heard me. Yeah, that's what I want to name it. It's
Mm.
my project.
I found a place.
My project. I want to name it. He's like funny. I don't know. I found it.
A lot of the vitamin C or the ascorbic acid is derivative just like this from black mold
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Really?
Like when they say like a lot of vitamin C is GMO, China or whatever, they mean it's like fermented or something in black mold. Yep. You have to do this to healthcare if you conquer a nation or if you start over, you have to do this so the people don't live too long and become a problem, or they're not too strong or they become a problem. Like you have to do this, otherwise you get overthrown somehow. I would put that forth.
That's true.
It's nothing personal.
Absolutely.
Just diminishing the strength of the fabric.
Lifespan and energy.
Well, that's what one of the main reasons for war is that war takes out the protectors of society.
Yep. All the men, all the healthiest men.
Any man that's healthy and willing to fight gets taken away.
Genetic warfare, ritual sacrifice. Isn't it nice?
Everybody's on the same page.
I think that is a primary driver of war, though, is to get rid of problematic males.
Yep.
Really?
Would upset the. I mean,
Everything
It's
is
like
eugenics.
bloodletting a certain type.
I mean, 100%. Yes, absolutely.
Getting rid of the
Oh,
people
wow.
that would protect women and children. You get rid of
Wow.
them, then you can go in. And they're all dead. The two big wars or whatever, they're all gone. They got drafted in. Hey, you got to fight the bad guys. You got to fight the bad.
You got General Patton type guys just all getting.
He gets killed in a car wreck when he's going to run for president.
He's in a Trans Am. He's in a 91 Trans Am in 1955.
He knew the deal. He was
F-body.
assassinated.
Hey, George, you want to drive a new car that's going to come out in 40 years? He's like, I love speed.
It's fast.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Rick built it.
Rick.
Yeah.
It's got 600 horsepower. Whoa, we were only up to 180 in a Corvette.
He died by accident in the car.
He gets hit by an Acela train, a 2007 Acela train.